Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Angel Talk by the Angelics. So, today's topic we are talking about life before becoming a professional dancer, our honest story and tips. This is going to be interesting, and I would love to get to know you guys, though. I
Yeah.
mean, we already talked a little bit in the meet with us, introducing the members. If you guys haven't checked that out, go check that out. It's where we talk individually. We were introducing ourselves, but yeah, let's talk about it. What was your life looked like before becoming professional dancer?
You want to start?
It's a it's a hard question to
It's
answer.
very
Like,
general. It's
yeah,
like
that's what it is. It's
you're like,
very
where do I
broad.
start?
Um, I did. I've always like danced on a team. I think now that I think about it, like growing up, I was on like the step team in elementary school, on my high school dance team. Um, I did sidekicks. That was a team. I did. You see
Like
what I
team,
mean?
Right,
team. Yes,
team.
yes.
It's good though. Like you
Yes.
have a
Yeah.
lot of experience in teams and how to work in that
Very
Yeah.
true.
environment.
Very true.
So it's like I don't really know how to answer the question. Like,
Yeah. No, but I fully relate to that too because I've been on a team since
yeah,
I was literally 8 years old. I
yeah.
was in a competitive dance team with a small studio, like in my hometown. And then I got into high school and did drill team, and then I went straight into DCR&B. So it's like,
Right.
it's kind of the same thing, but we do have different things. Like you were on the step team. It's just crazy how everything leads us to where
This,
we are.
yeah,
Yeah.
like you could have different
That blows my
upbringings.
mind every single time. I'm like, you had a different upbringing than I did,
Yeah.
for sure. And we both got here the same exact way. And we're here making a podcast.
That is
Sorry,
true.
that was so off topic.
No,
No.
I
My
don't think it
mind's just like,
is. I don't think it's off topic because it shows like kind of like we were talking about earlier when we were like there's different avenues to get to where you want to be, I guess,
for
or
sure.
different avenues to get anywhere.
For sure.
And it's kind of a testament to like it doesn't really matter your upbringing. If you want to do something, like you can do that.
Oh, exactly.
So like even if you were doing like one specific style of dance all your life, you can still, if you want to do something else and switch around, just because you've been, I don't know, doing just ballet for 12 years doesn't mean you can't switch and do something else and then end up on whatever team or dancing for whoever you want to dance
For
for.
sure.
Um, yeah.
I think that's kind of interesting that you said that because I did not know for sure that I loved hip hop. Isn't that
Okay.
kind of crazy?
Yeah.
Because I definitely thought of myself as more of a jazz contemporary person.
And that's crazy because I would not know
You would
that.
not expect it,
Because
right?
the way you read, she's
That is true.
crazy.
Yeah, she's
Both
crazy.
Of these people
She's
are crazy,
crazy
right
on
here.
the stage.
In the best way.
I just realized that too because my whole life, like I said, since I was 8, I used to do just, you know how competitive dance teams are. It's usually contemporary or jazz because a lot of people perform that during competitions. And it was just until I think it was my junior year, no, sophomore year of high school, where my dance teacher was like, maybe you should try a hip hop solo. And I was like,
Really?
I don't know if I can do that. I think those, I personally myself, I was like, I think those look stupid because in jazz
Same. I
well,
thought so
yes,
too. Like
because
hip
jazz
hop solo.
it
Like
is because you
what?
can barely travel everywhere
Yeah.
and it's more grounded.
Oh wow.
And whereas like judges, they're thinking more, how do you take up space, your technique, and usually not a lot of judges look at hip hop solos like that.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that at all.
Really?
I don't know anything about like competition dance.
Oh, that was my whole
I
life.
didn't do that growing up.
Yeah,
I have
so
no idea.
the first time that I had a hip hop solo, I was kind of standoffish. I can't remember what song it was. That's so off topic. It was like a Nicki
No.
Minaj
Oh,
solo.
period.
But I went off and I was like, wait, I kind of like hip hop. And I think that's when my dance teacher kind of told me about the Dallas dance team because I told her, I was like, I don't want to travel yet. Like, I want to stay here because Texas and Dallas has been my life my whole time. And now I'm just now kind of venturing out and kind of wanting to explore. But that is so interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that.
That's true. I think people want to know how you guys like how you guys' schedule transformed into pro style schedule. If I were a people who wanting to become an NFL professional dancer or NBA professional dancer, like how's that? What were you guys doing before the audition? Like what was your schedule look like? What were you guys doing?
Honestly, what was I doing? It it depends. 'Cause, like I was in school for a while. Like
Right, right.
I was in college. Like I went to school in Louisiana, and then well, Denton first, and then I went to Louisiana for school, and then I came back to Dallas. I had a lot more free time, but it's because like I I wasn't working like a full-time job. I don't work full-time, but I basically work full-time. Like I wasn't working a full-time job, but I was doing school, and I was always on teams. Like we would have practices, so I've always had kind of a hectic schedule. Like if I wasn't studying, I was at practice, or then I get home from practice. In high school, I actually danced for like two teams. I danced for my high school team, and then there was like a, what do you call it? A community team.
Okay.
It was like a majorette. I guess it was like competition. It was like majorette competition though. I danced for them, and then I was also a part of a praise dance group. So I was like doing three different teams at once. So I've always had like a super hectic,
That's
I think,
crazy.
schedule. So I don't know if it's much different for me.
Well, that's good though. Like you could, like you knew how hectic it can be.
Yeah.
And you know, the NFL dance team that we did, Dallas Cowboys, was hectic too. So I feel like you could,
I
you
was
know,
like- yeah, I was
adapt
able to-
to the
Yeah.
schedule really well
Yeah.
because you already know.
Yeah.
That's good though.
So I guess that's why I'm having a hard time. 'Cause I'm like, I don't know if it's ever really changed. Now I just like work instead of school.
Yeah.
And I still go to practice after. Yeah, well, I mean, not now because it's off season, but
Right.
you know, when it was
That's
in season.
interesting. Yeah.
How about you?
I think I was kind of the same way. I mean, it wasn't just about dance. Well,
Well, I mean, you were in that's crazy. High
You did-
school.
I was in high school.
That's crazy.
And you did like sports, like you
I was
had me in
about to
sports.
say, so I was actually on two dance teams and track.
Period.
So so I would have 5 a.m. like morning practices on the
Active
high
field.
school?
all the
Yes.
time. Wow.
Isn't that crazy? Like I might be exaggerating, but like 6:30.
That's
Anyways,
still early.
still early because we had a game on Friday nights, right? So we had to
Yes.
get ready on the hashes. I think that's why I'm so used to the hashes on the field
That makes sense.
because we had to line up. That's crazy how it lines up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
It was preparing
Wow,
you.
sorry, my mind's
Yeah.
blowing right now while I'm talking about it. But we had to kind of locate ourselves on the field for morning practices. Then I would have school, of course, until 3:30. Then right after that, I would have track some days. I think that was every day after school until like 5 or 6. And then after that, I would have a couple dance classes. So it'd be like 7, 8, 9-ish. And then repeat.
That's
And
a
then
lot.
sometimes, no, during the day I would have drill team, like for
Like
an
in a
hour.
class?
Yeah, in a class.
Wow.
And
That's
you're
a lot.
running
And then yeah, I was running. Sometimes I would have like I couldn't make dance right after school because I had track, so that was kind of conflicting each other. But I've always been just an active person, and I think people can say that because I was just going.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. I think, like you said, it wasn't a shocker to me whenever we had multiple practices, especially my rookie year. I didn't care about the drive. I was just like, okay, this is it. It is what it is.
Right.
Because we're so used to that in high school. So
I see. So both of you guys had a really, really busy schedule already. So okay, I'm like, I feel like I'm more very chill. I had a very, very chill lifestyle before coming over here. I mean, during the move was hectic, like life-changing move. That was like the most hectic time that I've ever had in my life. I mean, life before becoming professional. I did a professional dance industry in Japan before I came here. So I've done everything. That's why I wanted to like get out and explore myself. Started in, I mean, it was not a professional. I don't know when like how I should make the line of, okay, you're professional. I mean, when you were getting paid,
That's what I
think.
think, yeah.
I think so.
When you're getting paid, then you're
Right.
technically professional.
I'm not sure my mom was getting paid for me,
Because I wasn't
but
getting no money.
yeah, I was like, I don't know. I don't think we were getting paid, but I did start like traveling internationally as a dancer when I was 9 years old. I know it started pretty early, and
Wow.
I was just doing it because I had the opportunity and I loved it. The first country that I went was South Korea. They had like
At 9?
That's crazy.
I know,
really cool.
and I was very lucky because the studio that I was in,
Yeah.
they had this international art festival like every 2 years, and they were getting invited to the international festival in South Korea. So I mean, there were like a little audition in the studio, but like you already know if you were in it or not because you have to pay. Yeah,
I
so
see.
I did that for until 12 or something. I did went to like China, and when I was like 20, I came here for DC, the Washington DC. Not Dallas Cowboys, Washington DC.
like, hold on.
Yeah.
It's like I missed a chapter.
So yeah, it started pretty early, but I did those international, like Japanese national team, international stages here and there. It was all about like performing Japanese theme dance, but cooperating with modern jazz, hip hop, contemporary. Like it was very like unique production. But yeah, my director of the studio, it's called Studio Fits, they were doing it, so I'm very, very thankful about that. But after that, I mean, like after 18 years old, I moved out to Tokyo by myself and started doing like gigs, and I actually did a professional cheerleader. I know you guys are like, what? Yeah.
No, you didn't.
I've never told you
I
guys
need to see
before.
pictures of this.
Yeah, I can show you guys later, but I did. It was right before COVID, so they shut it down right after the COVID. Yeah, it was when I was working for Rugby World Cup, when I think I told you before.
yes.
I used to work here and there, like world type of event. I used to work as a interpreter for those company who's coming from overseas and then have to work in Japan. I was doing like interpreter, like, translator and thing.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it was very nice job, but you have to. It's only like 6 months or 3 months or so, so I couldn't continue doing it. But yeah, when I was doing that, I was a cheerleader too. I was
doing both at the
shaking
same
the
time?
palms and doing the high kicks and all this stuff. Yeah, so I've done it before,
That's crazy.
and that was a good realization that I don't want to do cheerleader.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so I'm
'Cause you
really
didn't really
glad
like
that I didn't like. I mean, it was fun, but I was like, I want to dance more. Not that I'm saying cheerleader dance less than hip hop.
Yeah.
But it wasn't just for me. I was like, I want to do more, dance, not
Yeah, like a different style.
Yes, different style.
Yeah.
So I've done that, and then COVID happened. I was working remotely. That's when I started working as a social media manager. I'm very thankful about that, so that I could, work from home and save a lot of money. And I actually tried to come over here 2020, right in the COVID, and I couldn't get a visa. And I had to just stay home and work. I was having really chill lifestyle, just working from home, taking dance classes here and there. And I actually had a dance performance until right before I came over here. So I was going to the rehearsals for the studio that I grew up, so it was like kind of easy going.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I wasn't having any like job teams or doing some other stuff daily. Didn't have anything. I just was like preparing for a visa, get everything, and finding apartment.
But that's a whole different thing in itself too. Like
Yeah.
that's chaotic in itself because
Right.
you had
That's
multiple
right.
things that you had to
Yeah.
go for. So I wouldn't say like compare it to what we had, I think it's all kind of the same
Uh-huh.
in
Yeah.
a sense because
Yeah.
we did have multiple things going on
Yeah.
before our world just flipped upside down and we were
Mm-hmm.
on like a scheduled timeline to be at practice every
Yeah.
single day together, you know?
Yeah.
So I think it all kind of lines up. But that's
Yeah.
interesting.
I
I didn't know
know.
you were a cheerleader.
Yeah.
I
Did
know.
you just hide that from us?
I know. I was like,
Surprise?
it's just popped in
You're
my
like,
head. I was
I'm
like,
a cheerleader slash dancer.
you know what? Yeah, I did that too. But yeah, anyways, I wish I had like more active lifestyle before the audition because you know how hard it is, or the Serbi audition is hectic, right?
Oh, yeah.
My stamina wasn't there. Like I
Oh,
thought I'm
mine
gonna
wasn't
die.
either.
I don't think anybody's
I don't think anybody's did.
Nobody's surprised.
But like extra because I wasn't active at all. I wasn't
Yes.
going to gym. Like I didn't know about the gym. I
okay.
because that's not a thing in Japan back then. So I was like very chill. I didn't have any like muscles, you know, like the staminas and everything.
Yeah.
So when I went to the audition, I was like, wow, I might like pass out or something.
It's a shock.
We're all
Yeah.
laughing because it's no joke.
It's no joke.
You can never. I don't think you could ever prepare for.
No, right?
that.
Not at all.
So I want to say, if you're traveling somewhere to take DCRB audition, you gotta have to. I wish I could stay like 2 weeks, 3 weeks in advance, and just go to gym and eat healthy, get used to the environment. Because oh my goodness, the first year of my first year coming here, I was sick all the time. Every
Really?
single
You were
month, I was
saying
sick.
that. Yeah.
Oh.
Because my body couldn't handle this dryness that Texas have.
It's a
Oh my
different
goodness.
environment.
Yeah.
Whole
Yeah.
different thing.
No moisture. It's so dry.
No
You have
moisture.
to drink water.
Tell me about it.
I bet that's terrible.
It was so
Texas.
different.
Texas is
I was
something
getting
else.
sick, like sore throat
Wow.
every single month. Like, oh my goodness.
Now, I don't know if you've answered this, you probably have, but did you come here before knowing you were on the team? You wanted to just try out, or were you
No.
like, I want to make a change and just figure out my dance route whenever I get there?
The DCRB, yes, I already knew about the Cowboys Rhythm and Blue. I've always wanted to try it out.
Right.
But I didn't. When I came here, I wasn't on the team yet. Like
Okay.
I was still in the process. You know, we do online submission first, and
Right.
then you do, and then they will make a cut, and then you go to semifinal and final, right?
Right.
And semifinal, final is the in person, right?
Right.
That's when I came. So before the semifinal, that's when I came.
Oh,
So I was
okay.
still in the process. So I wasn't sure if I'm gonna be on the team or not.
Right.
It was just like it was a
That's
risk that I
crazy.
took. It was
Wait,
crazy.
so
That's
do
scary.
you know what you would have went for afterwards?
Like if you didn't.
if you didn't make it?
I
Or were you just full send, like, if I don't make this, then I'm probably going back home?
I did have a plan B, but I didn't want to think about it that much,
Yes.
so that my
Of
mindset
course.
will be like, I'm gonna make it,
Right.
you know.
Definitely.
But if I didn't make it, I'll probably just stay here, not going back to Japan because I didn't have going back ticket. Actually, I only bought one way ticket.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Like,
She said,
done.
"This is it."
Yeah.
We're not going
Yeah,
nowhere.
I'm not going
Go
back. So I probably would take like dance classes here and there, and maybe like take Jenny's class to kind of like getting into the Jenny is the director of Dallas Cowboys Rhythm and Blue. Probably like get that style
Right.
for the whole year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I think that's what I've probably do, but I wasn't planning anything actually. I wasn't thinking about it.
I've always wondered that process.
Yeah.
Because
that's a
I
big
think
one.
that's a great like life before becoming a professional dancer, and I think it's all about kind of a risk.
Yes.
It all kind of comes down to that because before big things, you have to take risks,
It
and you never
is.
know the outcome. But then here we are.
Here we are.
Here we are.
And everybody's steps look different.
Right?
Because I didn't know that you didn't do hip hop growing up. I would have thought you would have been doing it your whole life. I didn't know that Luna was like a cheerleader and traveling the
Just
world
a
at
little
9 years old. Like,
So guys, we're still learning each other.
We're learning each other,
while
and I
we're
love
doing
that.
this podcast. Mind you, we've been together for like 2 years.
Oh yeah. And we talk a lot. I mean, Charity is
talk a
most the calm person. This
Oh,
is
am I?
the you are. Yes, you're
Y'all are a
you're
little
more
crazy.
calm
No.
person. And we talk a lot, and we be like, I'm
We're
sorry,
just
we're talking a
goofy.
lot.
oh
You're just
yeah,
goofy.
I'm not a super talkative person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm more
But
like
we
a
love
listener.
that
Yeah.
about you because
Yeah.
I feel like everyone's kind of different
Oh yeah.
in their own way.
And
It's
it
like we have that
balances.
goofy side, she's quiet, but then there are some moments where I'm like, I don't know what to do, and y'all know what to do. Like with the
Yeah.
technology stuff, oh gosh, y'all didn't see this.
We always figure anything.
I was
we
like,
we
help,
figured it out,
guys, I don't know how to do this.
and it's okay.
All right, you guys. I hope y'all enjoyed today's episode. If y'all resonated with anything that we said or have like a similar background or just want to share where you kind of started or where you're at, let us know in the comments. Let us know if y'all have questions. Like the video. That helps a lot, and we'd really, really, really appreciate it. And subscribe to the channel so y'all can see all of our upcoming content.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see y'all on the next one.
Thank y'all. Bye.